Hello, my name is Navigator, and in today's video I want to talk about Fallout and Fallout 76 in the new year of 2023. Before I get into this, I gotta let you guys know I'm incredibly stuffed up today as always, so apologies for my voice, or if I'm stopping or making noises, stuff like that. It's because I can only really breathe and talk through my mouth. Anyways. I originally was going to go over the community calendar, but in retrospect, there's only one thing I wanted to talk about from that, and that is going to be Fasnacht. So, Fasnacht, for those of you who do not know, is a once-a-year event in Fallout 76 in which you participate in the Fasnacht parade. You do this in order to obtain rare masks. This event usually happens in February, so expect it coming soon. Looking at the community calendar, Fasnacht is going to be coming February 14th to the 28th. So it's a 2-week period, and during that 2 weeks, there will also be a double XP weekend. So if you're looking to, take a break from the game for a couple months, something like that, and then you're looking for a spot to come back into it, February is definitely going to be the month to do that. So, Fasnacht, in my opinion, is the best seasonal event. Not only is it very easy, but you can get one, if not all, of the rare masks, and you can use those to barter for basically about anything that you want. During these 2 weeks that Fasnacht will be active, there will be a frenzy to buy and sell these masks. To prepare, I would suggest picking up any Fasnacht mask you can find because come time for the event, new players, veteran players, whatever it may be, will be looking for those masks. There are, I believe, 4 new masks this year for Fasnacht. There's a new set of masks every year, and I will have links to all of those and pictures, stuff like that, in the description below. So, that is going to be, like, I guess, the biggest new, or not, well, yeah, kind of new thing coming to the game at the start of next year, and that's going to come in February. But what I want to talk about for the rest of the video is going to be stuff that is more theories, more speculatory, kind of outside of the video game. And the first thing I want to talk about is going to be new DLC coming to 76. So, I want to talk about this. The first thing I would like to talk about is a possible new expedition coming to Fallout 76. With the implementation of the pit back in September, we were introduced to the expedition system. This system involves the player charging up a vertibird battery and then using it to fly to an outside the map location to complete objectives. Before the pit even came out, I knew there would be more expeditions just based on the title. If you look at the title for the pit, it says Fallout 76 Expeditions, The Pit, and I feel like they're going to be doing something where it's like Fallout 76 Expeditions, Point Pleasant, or, Navarro, or something like that. So be on the lookout for more expeditions coming either this year or the year to come, because I know that they will be doing it. Yeah, since they already have the outline for the expeditions, it wouldn't be too far-fetched to say that they could just reskin it and have us go to a new, different location. Piggybacking off of this, I want to talk about a possible new story DLC coming to the game. It's been a while since we've actually had a real story DLC, the last being Steel Rain or whatever it was. That was Brotherhood of Steel themed though, and the consensus in the community, and you'll see a little bit later in the video as I go over some of the community comments, is that the DLC is going to be Enclave themed. There hasn't really been, well, I mean, Brotherhood of Steel got a whole storyline. It would make sense for the Enclave, basically the opposite of them, to have their own kind of DLC storyline, whatever it may be. Personally, though, I hope that this doesn't happen. In my opinion, the Brotherhood of Steel and the Enclave are used far too much in the Fallout games, especially in 76, and it would be refreshing to see a new faction like the Fanatics and the Union, which we saw with the Pit, join us in the game. However, beggars really can't be choosers, like I always say, and really any new expedition or story DLC will be satisfying enough for me. This isn't the end of the video by any means, but if you guys have any opinions or anything like that regarding new upcoming content, any theories, ideas, be sure to leave them in the comments below. Finally, kind of on this speculation thing, I want to talk about the possible return of Nuclear Winter. This is something that I actually saw in the comments, and I'll get to the original poster just here in a second, but it would kind of make sense. This is really more of a theory than anything, but it is possible that with a return of players or a resurgence of 76, Bethesda could add Nuclear Winter back into the game. I mean, it's still there, not like they deleted it, and truth be told, I think Nuclear Winter will be a hell of a lot better than Custom Worlds. I mean, I'm not sure if you guys play it or not, but I sure don't. I'm sure that if Nuclear Winter did return, it would really help out veteran players, as it would give them something to do. as it would give veteran players something to do and compete in outside of the base game, and would draw in new players because of the Battle Royale element. Now, talking about new players, this is going to be probably one of the biggest things regarding Fallout coming next year, and that is going to be the Fallout TV show. So, as far as we know, or sorry, not as far as we know for a fact that filming and shooting is done for the Fallout TV show. But, because of the settings, stuff like that, it makes sense that editing and putting it together in post would be a lot, more time consuming. But we can expect, maybe not the release of the show, but at least 100% we'll see a trailer or like a teaser, something like that, coming this next year, and that'll be pretty sweet. I mean, I'm really looking forward to this show. It's got a pretty star-studded cast. I think it will definitely be pretty sweet, especially with the creator or the producer, whatever it is, of Westworld coming in. I think it'll be super, super awesome. So, yeah, the new Fallout TV show, though, regarding new players, I feel like people will see that show and they'll be like, hey, there's a video game about this? Man, I want to play this so bad. And 76 especially will draw them in because, it's multiplayer. You can play with your friends. You can watch the show together and then hop on here and have your own, adventures in West Virginia. Talking about that, though, this is something that I discussed with my legacy removal video. Because of the new TV show coming, Bethesda knows exactly what I just talked about. They know that there will be at least a small percentage of people that are going to come back to the game or will, join the game for the first time, and they're not going to want to be, at events where legacy weapons are, dominating or they're getting PvP killed by legacy weapons, stuff like that. Bethesda wants 76 to be squeaky clean before the show drops, and that way when the players come in, there will be no problems and no complaints. The last thing I want to talk about with the TV show is going to be possible new items from the show coming into the game. Now, we saw with the Game Pass bundle that the Lincoln's Repeater from Fallout 3 was actually put into this game. There's been a lot of stuff, the Ranger outfit, Pint-Sized Slasher outfit, that has come from other Fallout, like entities, other mediums, other games, and they've been put into the game. So, take this with a grain of salt, but I can expect, probably for, some marketing purposes, they will probably have stuff from the TV show, maybe like outfits or like a specific item or weapon available in the Atomic Shop for us just to kind of like push the show a little bit more. So be on the lookout for that. I guarantee you that will happen because, it's a way for them to make money, so why wouldn't they do it? Yes, that's a TV show. That's all the different theories, stuff like that. So, before I get into the comments from you guys, let's just recap here. So we discussed the possible return of Nuclear Winter, possible new expeditions, possible new story DLCs. Nuclear Winter, again, take that with a grain of salt, but the new expedition, and more importantly, the new story DLC is something that we will probably be seeing this new year. They're probably already working on it. Last thing I should say about the game, and this is something I should have said earlier, but Season 12 is actually going to be coming, I believe, in February, March, something like that. So the first 3 months of the new year, we'll have some new stuff for us, regarding like, items, in-game stuff like that. The last thing I want to talk about regarding new items and honestly talking about, how the community feels a little bit is going to be, all the new stuff they're adding to the Atomic Shop with this new year. We've seen some really awesome data mines, but truth be told, it feels like they are, kind of weighing out new content or, new Atomic Shop items because they're seeing people paying for them, and it's almost like they're like, hey, people enjoy these new items, stuff like that, and we make money off of it, so why not just spend our time making stuff for the Atomic Shop as opposed to new content. But that's just how I feel about that. So I'm going to try to wrap this up as quickly as possible, but let's go over to comments from you guys. Daka the Wanderer, who is a content creator for 76, she responded to a question I asked in the DTD Discord. That question, of course, being, is Fallout 76 worth playing in 2023? She says, new players, it will be worth it like it is now, but for the OGs, I don't think so. There's only so much grind of new events before it gets old. We really need more proper expansion, DLC content. I feel like the story isn't over. Well, Daka, I agree with you on that, and thankfully we talked about that in this video because there will hopefully be new stuff like that coming in the new year. So, I had two community posts on my YouTube channel talking about the same question. Japez says, "For me, I don't need a big update this year or this next year. The small changes from the beginning of the game to now, ammo box, junk box, hunger, thirst, only benefit now is enough for me to continue playing the game that I love." Well, I agree with you on that, my man. I mean, I could have fun in a cardboard box on this game. So, TaylorMade Wasteland, who is another really awesome creator, be sure to go check him out. He said, "Being that I play nowadays mostly for the building, I'll definitely continue to play next year. There's a lot of great camp stuff coming, judging by the data mines. If they keep trying to actually improve events and content, that will be a plus." Hey, I agree with you on that, my man. Or sorry, I gotta slow down. I'm talking way too fast. I agree with you on that, my man. Really, the building stuff is something that keeps me in the game, keeps a lot of people in the game, and as long as they keep that, okay, I think that we'll be all right. Patrick Hinkley says, "Definitely, though I'm hoping for more expeditions. Specifically, I want them to continue the Enclave mystery they introduced." Well, there you go, folks. Somebody talk about the new Enclave DLC thing. I mean, I told you, a lot of people in the Fallout community love the Enclave, so it would not be so far-fetched to see them coming back in a story DLC of their own. Dylan Shrewsbury says, "It's still pretty broken, but I still play it mostly for the building part of the game." I agree with you on that. Mateo Favorito also says, "Possible Enclave DLC, hopefully." Jonathan Williams, "It's cheap, easy, and fun, kind of like my ex, but asymptomatic can heal the diseases you get." Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, folks. It's like so many words. "You get while in the wasteland. You can definitely sink 100 hours quickly and not get bored. Definitely try it." Well, I agree with you on that, John. Let's see. Ellie Bleish says, "Even after they removed Nuclear Winter, the game is still a bargain. I keep coming back to it. I even want to get it on PC, even though I have it on console. It's just fun." Huh. Well, I agree with you on that, Ellie. Hell yeah. Kyle V says, "Probably not. With the Legacy nerf, it removes one of the last crazy fun things. I liked this game because it was not a boring, balanced MMO, no interest in struggle games, or everything taking longer." Well, I get you on that, Kyle. I mean, it was pretty easy for a little bit there, but I guess, hey, you got to make it fair for people, even if you don't really care about them, so I don't know. Tish Musso says, "It's just plain fun." Well, I agree with you on that. Looks like 76 is going woke. Who knows? And that's by Skinman. Skinman, I'm not exactly sure what you mean by that. Jeremy Kanagi says always. And Oxy76, who is another Fallout 76 creator, says first 3 months, nope, not for veterans. Well, Oxy, I will have to disagree with you on that, only on the fact of Fasnacht. I mean, I'm a veteran player, and I will definitely be sticking around at least for just those 2 weeks trying to get those new rare masks. So that's one of the posts. Let me see if that was it. And let's go to the other one here. It says, Felonious Eve, who is frequent over here on the channel, says, "My prediction for 76 in 2023, sad, boring disappointment. Have you seen the new roadmap? No mention of anything new on there." That is true. Starfield is going to drop hopefully in 2023. 76 is on the back burner. 2023 is going to be all about Atomic Shop, not content. Well, Eve, I do agree with you on that. I mean, we'll probably will be seeing new story content, new whatever, in the new year, but they are definitely now focusing on the Atomic Shop, 100%. Mr. Nate says legacy removal. Yep, we will be seeing that. Mateo Favorito, Wastelanders 2 coming. Well, I don't know about that, but we probably will be seeing a new story DLC. Blue Rose, who is the leader of the Cranberry Bog Division, an interview I did on the channel here. Actually, it's an Enclave group. Suggest you guys go check it out. He said, "A traditional trading system. We have a looter-shooter with no system to trade item to item." Blue, I completely agree with you on that. I actually was thinking about making a video going over an idea that I had about a new system of trading, and hopefully you guys will see that pretty soon. Oh, here we go. Sean Downing. Nuclear Winter may just blossom in 2023 due to the number of people playing these days. Past players will come back to 76 just for that mode alone. I agree with you on that. He's got a reply here. Let's see what it says. Steve Fairweather, in reply to that comment, says, "It won't because it is rooted in the fact that people don't want PvP in this game. It was a failed marketing strategy and it's a waste of time and resources to invest in it again." Well, I mean, I think that if they were to remove the custom worlds and add that back in, or like maybe come to some kind of like agreement between them or something like that, some kind of middle ground, I think it would work. And I will disagree with you, Steve. I don't think that people don't want PvP in this game. I just think that they don't want unfair PvP in the game. Okay. Bellathor of the General Goods Store says a highlight is definitely weapon diversity. Oh, I agree with you on that, dude. Hell yeah. And hopefully they add more weapons to the game. That'd be super awesome. Maddock Mayhem says, do you think they'll be expanding on existing content more? Previous MMOs, etc. have made me a little salty on little thought out expansions. Role playing 76, I've noticed there's quite a few old things I'd love to be expanded on. Nuka World 2 has room for additional content. Well, I agree with you on that, my man. And I don't get it. I make videos on the channel going over like stupid little bits of paper that I find on the ground, and I make a whole story out of it. And I don't understand why Bethesda can't be doing the same kind of stuff. It doesn't really make sense. The final comment we're going to talk about here is from Putin Supin. He said, do you think that Bethesda will ever add unlimited storage capacity to stash boxes? It gets pretty hard trying to hoard and sell decent loot. He said, what's a good camp location for a vendor? Well, not really focusing on the video here, but just briefly to respond to your comment, go put down a camp in the forest. Those are usually pretty easy for people to spot, and make sure that you have a shelter, a vendor, and a trick-or-treat bolt down, because it kind of lights up your little camp icon a little bit more. And no, I don't think that they will ever add unlimited storage capacity, because that is the survival element of the game. So, folks, that's really all I wanted to talk about in this video. It looks like this is far shorter than my original one, but it's still pretty long. Anyways, folks, with the new year coming, I wanted to talk about all this stuff, get this stuff in your brain so that when the year turns over, you guys will kind of know what you're heading into regarding Fallout. So again, possible return of nuclear winter. That would be super cool if they did that. I would love that, but they probably won't. So, but we will definitely be seeing a new story DLC or an expedition or something along those lines, some new update this year. Now, don't quote me on a new story DLC or whatever, but we will be seeing a new big update this year, guaranteed. You have my word on that. What else do we talk about? We talk about the Fallout TV show that'll hopefully be coming out this new year, so be looking out for that, and that will bring a hell of a lot more stuff to the Fallout community, and at the very least, Fallout 76. So there's nothing really else I want to talk about. I don't really want to waste any more of your time. I kind of got to go like blow my nose or something like that. This is ridiculous. I got to go see an ENT. I don't know though, folks. That's really, you guys probably don't care about that. Anyways, again, this is all the stuff coming to Fallout in the new year. Hopefully you guys have a really awesome new year. TNG, another Fallout YouTuber, he made a video going over, is Fallout 76 worth playing in 2023? And he's very specific on 76, just the game in that video. So if you guys are really interested in kind of like diving a little bit more into 76 in the new year, go check that out. But I wanted to do something a little bit different for this video and kind of encompass Fallout as a whole. So with all that being said, folks, my name is Navigator. Have a nice day. Happy New Year. Take care.